Oh my, you look absolutely lovely today. How you been? Welcome to another Queen of Karma video where I make the internet mad again. Preteens have been taking over Sephora stores across the nation, and people have taken to social media to complain. Something fascinating happened during these complaints, and I would like to take a moment and come at it with a hot take. Yes, this video might be slightly controversial, but I ask that you hear me out and watch until the end before you go writing me hate comments. Some of you won't be able to help yourselves because it's me, I get it. However, I am hoping to come at this situation with a new angle, and hopefully you can come on this journey with me. So without further ado, I'll roll my intro and we'll get right into it.
Karma's a bitch.
I'm a toddler. Cranky, crabby, hungry. Nya-nya, nya-nya, nya-nya.
In recent months, adults have been posting on social media complaining about children and preteens going to Sephora, dubbing them Sephora Kids. But while millions of people watch and share videos condemning Sephora Kids, often blaming the parents for allowing their children to purchase products meant for adults, and dermatologists have chimed in, warning that some of these products are harsh and not meant for pediatric skin, other people are pointing out that there's nothing new about children mimicking older role models, and that it's harmless.
I'm a 10-year-old Sephora girl. Come with me to shop. I'm getting this.
I'm in Sephora right now, and there's literally the Sephora 10-year-olds are in here, literally looking at your outfit. I'm not kidding. They literally dropped something and broke it.
If you had a choice between 2 minutes getting anything you wanted or 10 items, which would you choose?
2 minutes.
Okay, let's go.
Sephora Kids refers to the children and tweens who shop at the beauty retailer, sometimes posting videos of their hauls and skincare routines online, much like the influencers they may follow. There's a whole makeup community out here on the internet that does beauty hauls and showcases get ready with me videos where they do their makeup. It makes sense younger people watch these videos and want to mimic these creators. The Canadian beauty industry sales rose 18% in 2023. The hashtag Sephora Kids has 331.9 million views on TikTok. Most of those videos are adults complaining about kids, wasting and absolutely destroying samples, being rude to employees, and spending large amounts of money on products for adults. These videos have garnered millions of views on TikTok, YouTube, and other platforms. As is the way with social media, the uproar over Sephora Kids has also sparked videos in defense of them. Some kids are even defending themselves, including a 10-year-old interviewed by Teen Vogue who said she was sad to see all of the videos of adults disparaging kids. This brings us to the next part of our story. Recently, there was an uproar on social media when a video went viral of a group of girls with one of their mothers in Sephora doing blackface.
This lady has no shame.
So a woman that was at Sephora caught a group of teenagers and their mothers at Sephora to paint their faces black.
This is so shameful.
Then she was at Sephora taking a look around when a group of girls and their mothers went to the makeup section in Sephora to use samples for blackface while giggling and making animal noises. And when a Sephora worker went to confront them, they walked off and dismissed the worker. But after the woman recording all of this stopped filming, the mother in this video went to press her saying, "You need to delete this video now," concerned that the video might go out. This situation has people really upset, and people are saying they need to stop allowing kids into Sephora. People are also trying to find the mother on social media, and they're saying if the kids are old enough to go to Sephora, they should be old enough to know blackface is disrespectful.
This video looks really bad. It appears as if these girls are doing blackface at Sephora, and the mother is absolutely fine with it, as the poster stated. Several creators have also spoken out, calling out the Sephora Kids and the parent present, questioning their parenting styles. And yeah, if these girls went to Sephora and were doing blackface, it was brought to their attention they were offending people, and the parent chose to ignore all that and still support them doing blackface, that would be absolutely awful. That parent should be ashamed of themselves, and I would even argue their racism is showing. However, what if that's not what happened here? I know, you are saying to me, but Queen, we have watched the video, we heard the commentary, we know what happened, this is awful, what do you mean? I'm just asking you to go on this journey with me. I'm not saying this is what happened or didn't happen. I am just saying, go on this thought process with me for a second, will ya? Hear me out. Face masks are something most of us use, right? Right? They are a very popular product. One of the makeup Sephora Kids trend was to go to Sephora and mix together face mask smoothies. The kids would record themselves mixing several products together, making a mess out of the samples, and even ruining the top of several of them to mix the product. The Sephora Kids would then put those concoctions on their faces. They would mix products, benefits of several products and colors all together and record themselves wearing their smoothie. They would post it to TikTok and ask that other kids go do the same. And this is how this trend spread so quickly, and Sephoras were raided by kids across America. For most of us, doing blackface is just a big no. We are aware of the racism, and once you become aware of that part of history, it's not hard to emphasize with why a POC seeing someone in blackface would be offensive. It is racist, and nobody should ever be doing blackface. That being said, to me, intent also matters. What if these girls were just mixing products together, were unaware it would create such a dark color, put it on their faces, and then handled the situation completely wrong when they were presented with the fact that their behavior was offending other patrons at Sephora? Their images have now been shared all over the internet, and they are just children. Adults have been ripping into them, talking about their characters, calling them racist, and shaming their parents. What do you think this would teach them in this moment? Would they learn the lesson we would want them to learn from this situation? Are we handling this properly, and are we sure their intent was to be racist? Before we continue, I want to let you know that my stance is also that it doesn't matter what the intent was once someone brings it to their attention that it's offensive. You can make a mistake and offend someone without knowing, but what you should never do is invalidate someone if they are offended by you. So even if their intent wasn't to do blackface and be racist, once an employee or other patron made it known to them that their behavior was being perceived as offensive and racist, they should have apologized and washed their faces. What my intent is for this video is to take a moment, take a step back, and let's discuss this situation from all sides and how we should handle this going forward to ensure everyone wins here. Parenting on the internet is new. This new generation is the first generation to have grown up completely online, and then who will be under the spotlight as parents online as well. Parenting online can be hard. It's hard to decide how much time you should allow your kids to be on social media, what social medias to use, and etc. Now more than ever, parents are being judged for their parenting by strangers on the internet. I do think we need to figure out how to go about being parents online more safely. We need to protect our children from social media as much as possible. Some people believe the internet is no place for children or for parents to discuss parenting, and I don't think that's fair. You see, now more than ever, our lives are online, and a large part of a parent's life is their children. That being said, if you are posting your children online, you need to protect their identities. If you are posting other people's children online, you need to blur their faces. One thing that bothered me when researching for this video is the amount of people who wanted to put children on blast. I understand you're angry and you think they are doing this very racist act, but they are still minor children, and we need to be mindful of that. It is important with any sensitive topic to make sure that you can back up what you're saying. Listen to what POCs in your life have to say. Don't come on here and state that this wasn't racism. Listen, I'm a white bitch and not the one to decide what is racist and what is not racist. A lot of POCs claim that this offended them, so of course we have to be mindful of that. We also have to look at the intent. Face masks are popular, and like people, they come in every shape, size, and color. There are many black or dark brown or etc. face masks that are being made by companies, and yes, Sephora does have one. Maybe they shouldn't have those masks to be used for samples if they could offend people. They do hold some accountability here, right? Secondly, we as a society really have to decide something. I know this might be an unpopular thing I'm about to say and controversial, but hear me out. If the intent of these teens were to do blackface and show it off and offend those around them by making fun of people, then of course that is very racist, distasteful, classless, and they should be reprimanded for that. But who should reprimand them? Their parents, not the internet. I do not think it is the job of the internet to parent people's children. So in that situation, if you see that happening, instead of recording it and posting it to social media to cause outrage and hate towards a family, maybe approach them. Let them know it's offensive, explain to them why, and then if they give you shit, then learn to just walk away and chalk it up to them being nasty people. I am not a fan of the court of public opinion, but maybe that's just me. If I was in that situation as a parent and people came up to me and told me off, I might want to handle it in private. I don't know if there's enough information in these videos to state this woman is a bad mom, and there have been people calling for her to be reprimanded for her bad parenting. I think that's not our business. I am also not a fan of cancel culture, so maybe I am slightly biased with this next point, but there is no way for us to truly know that these teens were doing this with the intent to be racist and offend. To some people, this video looks like teens being teens and making face smoothies and being silly and then not wanting to listen to adults. Again, being typical teenagers. Before you get outraged and take out your phone, be sure there was malicious intent. We live in a time where a 15-second clip on TikTok can ruin a person's entire reputation, and lately we've gotten a bit loosey-goosey with it. We are willing now more than ever to take out our phones, capture a crazy Karen, post it to social media, and get our dopamine hits, and we are not really taking the time to sit and outweigh the consequences and decide if the punishment fits the crime. So I think going forward, we need to be mindful of people's intent out in public, and maybe more mindful of what we all post on social media, whether we're a parent, Karen, someone offended, or a clout chaser. We all need to take more responsibility with this. I know that you're getting ready to write me a hate comment down below, and you're almost done the video. Just hold that comment for one more second, sis. In conclusion, preteens have been losing it in Sephora. Amongst the videos of this, a group of preteens were seen possibly doing blackface in Sephora, and they were called out along with one of the teens' moms. I think we all need to look at this situation from all sides and angles and take a moment and use it as something we can all learn from. We can all learn to be more responsible with what we post on social media. We can all be more respectful and more accepting of each other and more mindful of what can offend others. This might be a good way to talk to your teens about racism. Blackface is never okay, even if you are using a face mask. Just know that you can offend other people and be mindful of that. And if you do offend someone, just apologize. If you are a parent and your teens are acting up in this way, apologize on their behalf and remove yourselves from the situation. Be sure to have a discussion with your teens. And honestly, this is a great way we can all take a step back and learn how to deal with situations like this better. We can all learn to be better people from this, in my opinion. And I just wanted to come on here, discuss the Sephora thing, because man, that's a bit nuts. And hopefully turn this into an educational discussion, and maybe we can all learn and grow from this together. I don't know. Let me know what you think down below. Do you agree with me? Did this open your mind up to looking at this from another angle at all? I want to make it known, I'm not telling you to not find this racist. If you did, and it offended you, I understand. That's okay. But I am saying, let's not all rage out, and let's make this a learning experience and be mindful to the fact they are teens and underage. We were all stupid as teens once, right? Right? Let me know your thoughts down below. I'm sure you're dying to. And no matter where you are or what you're doing, I hope you all have a fabulous day. Take care, and I'll see you very soon with another one. Mwah. Bye! I'm not the only one that was a dumb teenager, right?
They call me a god. They call me a god. They call me a god. They call me a god.
Let's go. I'm about to go off like a weapon. Fuel to the top, got a filled up engine. In my thoughts, obsession. I will not stop, no, I'm never second guessing. I got a God complex. Haters love to hate, but I never feel pressed. Got a lot on my plate, but I never get stressed. I'll take all the pressure like I'm acing this test. Tear it up like I'm Jason. I see the world like it's ready for the taking. I see this place like a game I'm playing. Straight to the bank to collect my payments. No negotiations, it's my way, I was born impatient. And like a damn Freemason, I'll run this nation.
They call me a